Thank you for staying with us. You are still watching E Central. Before the break, we brought you the biggest stories, and now we're about to get into a fire chat. I'm excited. Now, it's undeniable that Nollywood is getting bigger and better, with the promise of even more hit films and projects coming out soon. Joining us in today's show to talk about their soon-to-drop film, The Exco, is A-list actress Bimbo Akintola, and of course, the film's producer, Mr. Seun Olekotuyi. I don't want to say that wrong. Good to have you on the show.
You got it right.
Thank you so much. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Fantastic. Let me start by saying this or asking this, because it's one thing to put together a project, you know, the amount of work that's gone into it, and it's only a few days before we get to see it. Are you nervous, excited, prepared? What emotions are you feeling right now?
I think for me, it's always there's nerves, definitely. Because you know, you want your performance to make an impact. The reason that we do this is not just entertainment. It's also to at least tell stories that affect and, you know, change, that bring about change. So you want it to touch people the right way, right? So I'm hoping that will happen. So you're nervous because of that. And you're also excited because this is something new coming out, something you've done, something you're proud of, something you want people to see. So yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Nerves?
Yeah, a lot of it, because I've produced quite some movies, but this is the first one that is going to the big screen. Then this is actually different in terms of the story frame, because it's a political drama. And so I'm looking to how people will see it, because we are used to soft comedy and the rest of it. But this is trying to tell the story of why our systems is failing, and let few people have an understanding of what is really happening.
Before we get into, of course, his political drama, because I like the sound of that, I want to ask a little about, you know, getting the script. What parts of the story hit you and you're like, I'm hooked. I like this. I want to be a part of the project.
Well, for this particular one, it was the story, the character story. People are going to say, oh, we've watched and we've seen everything done about domestic violence, but we can never stop talking about it. If it still exists, then we need to do more work. If women are still dying, if men are, you know, locked up in marriages and they're too proud or too ashamed to leave them, we must continue talking about it. So for me, it was that aspect of it that was so moving. I thought, okay, we must do this again, and this is in a different way. This is not a woman that's at home hiding that no one can see. This is someone out there that everyone can see, that's supposedly, you know, changing lives in terms of domestic violence. And she's also at home going through the same thing that she's telling women not to, you know, to run away from.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to do this. I was like, this is important. This is a different aspect, and that, you know, in all of that, the way the character came about. So I said, yeah. There's a story to tell. There's a story there.
I like that, because honestly, films are not just about entertaining. You want to spark change, you know, you want to spark a conversation. Let me ask Mr. Seun as well. What made this one special? Because like you said, first big screen project, but also you decided a political drama. You know, what about this one makes it different from other political dramas?
Well, for me, a lot of people who know me knows I like politics.
Okay.
I'm never going to be a politician. But I
like, put that out there.
But I like politics.
Okay.
I like the intrigues. I like the games that happens. And I've discovered, because over the years, I started out as a reporter. So over the years, I've been friends with a lot of politicians. And I've been friends with politicians, with people who have been successful in their career and who decide to go to politics. And I see them talking about a lot of ideas, visions, and feeling that they want to do things differently. But most of the time, disappointingly, when they go into the system, some of them even get worse than the people they are criticizing.
Wow.
So I'm curious about why that happened. So for about 2-3 years, I've been asking questions, and this is not for real. This is not just to sell the movie. I had actually spoken with people who had been in government and the rest of it. And a lot of people have told me of, even when you are determined to make a difference, what happens, the system change, and that the fact the only way forward is for a total systemic change before we can actually make a long gauge change. So that was the inspiration to put together the story.
Now that intrigues me, because now we're gonna get firsthand, you know, from of course research that you've done, you know, on the project. I wanted to ask, because he did answer a question I thought was interesting, and it's not a bad thing for anyone to get into politics. Absolutely not. Even entertainers have done it. Any plan to get into politics?
Honestly, none. No, you never say never is what I
Never.
Because you don't know. Because the me of 10 years ago is a different me of today.
True.
What is constant is change. We keep growing. And I don't know what the next 10 years will bring and what I'll decide to do with the next 10 years. So for now, no, but...
Never say never.
Never.
I like this. I mean, I was looking at the trailer as well as the cast, and I'm seeing, of course, Norbert Young. I did see DME, of course, even Jide Kosoko. It's a fantastic, I want to say A-list cast, yourself inclusive. Let me start with you, Mr. Shu. What about this cast? And, of course, any unforgettable moment that you remember, whether on camera or off camera, that you just remember, this people can't wait to see this, or I liked this dynamic. Anything come to mind?
First, talking about the cast, when we put down this, it was funny that when we were putting the story, a lot of people were just coming to mind. When we were creating the story right from the beginning, and I can tell you that out of the people that came to mind, we got about 80% of them.
Wow.
Some we couldn't get because of the fact that their schedule and the rest of it, and then we couldn't agree on certain conditions because we shot part of it in Abeokuta and inside Obasanjo's library.
Interesting.
Yeah. And we shot the rest in Lagos. But it was quite very funny and dramatic to put together. Well, one particular incident that happened during the production of this movie that will never make me to forget this movie was that the day we were going to shoot the swearing-in scene,
Okay.
as we were setting up the swearing-in scene, my phone just rang, and my brother-in-law just called me that my sister just died.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's my only sister.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
And it was very tough because we had to shoot that scene.
There's nothing you can do about it.
And if I was not there, it was almost going to be impossible because it was a government property that we were shooting in, and I was the one that took the permission.
Aw. Our hearts go out
So
to
it was
your
really tough, you understand?
But
And when we finished that scene, I had to leave them, go take care of family, then meet them up in the middle of the night when we shot the party scene again.
Oh, my goodness. Well, our hearts go out to the family. But I want to ask this because I did notice a catchphrase, something about integrity, if I'm correct. And I thought that was interesting as a young person. The cost of integrity was what was like a catchphrase along with even the promo picture. And I thought, some people have forgotten integrity, in their day-to-day business, in their day-to-day life. In fact, there's this slang as a young person, they say, oh, good girl, no they pay, Why was it important to highlight integrity? And what do you think about, this slogan?
I think there are loads of words that we've forgotten that somehow, you guys don't care. Chivalry is dead.
Oh my goodness.
Integrity gone. And I think it's so important that because, like I said, we love entertainment and we know that when you're sitting down, you're relaxed and you're watching a movie, you learn, whether you like it or not. So, while entertaining you, let's teach you something. Let's bring back things that are so important to our culture, to our people, to our tradition. I think one of the things that made us unique is the fact that we did have integrity and we've lost it. We really have. Not just in politics, but in everything that we do. You find out that I remember in Nigeria where you're walking down the street and you're doing something wrong, any parent
Could correct.
would, not can, will definitely correct you. Now, somebody will scream, oh my God, how dare you touch my child? Children don't even walk on the streets in cars. And, all those things are things that I think, those were the things that, for me, were flavor of my childhood, the beauty of my childhood.
No.
Sitting outside, listening to stories with my mom. So many things that are lost now that I feel we need to bring back. Now all the children are on the phone. You're talking to them and like, yes, auntie. Like, look at me.
True.
So yeah, integrity is one of those words that needs to come back, not just in politics, but in our lives.
I got to ask Mr. Shu, after asking these questions, after being a reporter for some time, do you think there's hope? There's the next generation will,
What? Gen Z?
I mean, but they're the leaders of tomorrow. Do you have hope?
Well, it's difficult to actually say because, like I always tell people, as difficult as it is, as it looks as the Gen Z do not have a lot of morals and standards that used to be.
Ouch! Ouch. I felt it.
But what I always tell people is that the difference between us and them is that most of them, when they make up their mind to achieve something, they get it. That's one. The second thing is that, unlike our own generation, we could not express ourselves. We could not say our mind. If we wanted to do something and our parents say no, we were not able to face our parents.
I'm sorry.
She did.
That's 1 out of. You are 1 out of. You are 1 out of 10. And the way you reacted is different. This generation, your child will stand in front of you and you say, you tell them that you have to do this. They'll tell you that, Daddy, no. My dad once told me.
You can't do that with me.
Wow.
You understand? My dad once told me that, do you want a daughter that is like a machine that everything you say, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And just say, I agree to terms and conditions. You understand? So our generation were not.
We started that fight of being able to speak. We wanted to voice our opinions. We wanted to have a say. But I think somehow we were overboard with the next generation and then the next generation. So, but there also is something in holding back. There's also something in being responsible to your parents and letting them take.
I wish we had all the time. I'm enjoying this a little too much.